Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, social media world? It's your boy Sincere, J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. Y'all already know. Welcome to the page. Like and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you. Because you could be doing anything with your time right now. Millions and millions upon millions of videos, foolishness, positivity, music, all types of different videos you could be watching right now. If you're taking the time out to watch me, that means you have a growth mindset. That means you want to keep constantly progressing, growing, striving. And don't get me wrong, we have our days. We human beings, but we're spiritual beings having a human existence. Because once this life is over, the body's gonna rot and go into the dirt and go into the ground, and we're gonna go wherever we're gonna go. Depends on your faith, depends on your religion. Whatever you believe is a fact. You believe you're going here, you're absolutely right. You believe you're going there, you're absolutely right. If you believe that this is just it and we ain't going anywhere, you too are absolutely right. And that's not really what I talk about today in this video. I want to talk about your belief, what you believe in. Because like I just said, no matter what you believe in, you are 100% accurate because you are that vibration. You are that frequency. You are the director, the co-star, the star, the producer. Everything of your life, you are in control. So whatever you believe, you're going to get. And think about it. Think about where you are in life right now, whatever level you at, however old you are. Think about that. You didn't always get what you wanted in life. You got what you believe you deserve. And that's just how life goes. That's really, hold on, social media world, helicopter. I don't want to be screaming over the helicopter, so I appreciate your patience. But like I was saying, you didn't always get what you wanted in life. You got what you believe you deserve. Every time you believed in something in here, in your heart, it came true. And belief is faith. But we're so, damn, these helicopters are just coming. I'm sorry, social media world. Hopefully you guys can still hear me over the helicopter. I try to stay out the way and get out the way by coming on the roof to remove any distractions and eliminate noise. But clearly, unless I'm in my lab, in my crib, sitting on my chair, that's probably the only way. And sometimes y'all still hear the background music, the sirens going by, but it'd be brief seconds. But anyway, you have to have faith. You have to, whatever you believe in your mind, they have to tie in with your heart. Your mind and your heart have to lock in and tie in together. That's where the magic, that's where the magic is. Without that, they're cross canceling your prayers. Why do you think a lot of people's prayers don't get answered? Because they don't have no faith. It's like they're wishing. Their prayer is actually a wish because they don't believe it's going to come true. They just want it to come true. But when you believe, you have faith. Your thoughts and what's in your heart are marrying each other and they're tying in. And think about that. Sit back and say, damn, every time I did do that, he's actually right. Or maybe you're just not that self-aware. Maybe you didn't even notice you were doing it. Because let me tell you something, social media world. Whether we're doing it in a positive way, if we're praying and having faith and believing in something in a positive way, it's going to happen. Whether we believe and have faith in a negative way, it's going to happen. Because it's our belief. If I believe I ain't shit and I'm thinking those thoughts and deep down in my heart, I believe it, they're tying in with each other. I'm gonna keep experiencing different things to make me feel like I ain't shit. And that all depends on how you grew up, why you even feel that way in the first place. Maybe you have some type of trauma. Maybe a lot of things when you were younger, your peers, your parents, whatever, whomever, kind of subconsciously that was embedded in your brain. You ain't shit. So the moment you keep having that fear, that lack of self confidence, that anything negative that's going against you and going against who you really are, it's gonna come true. Now let's flip the script. And I'm a witness to this social media world because that's kind of how I was majority of my life. I probably wasn't using the words "you ain't shit," but I had a low self-esteem, low self-confidence because of my traumas and things that I've been through and how I came up and what I've heard, what I've seen. We all got a story. Mine ain't the worst, but it far from the best either. But I'm very, very grateful. So it's up to you to inquire and input that positivity in you. And depending on how long you've been thinking and feeling that you ain't shit, it's gonna take a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take a lot of work because you're so used to that's your paradigm, that's your program. It's it's nothing to think about. That's the first thing you think is, damn, I ain't shit. Maybe not in those words. I'm being a little, excessive. But you get what I'm saying, social media world. We gotta be our biggest coach, our biggest cheerleader. Nobody's gonna root for you like yourself. You might have a lover. If you're lucky, you might have a good parent who tells you, yeah, you're great, you're awesome, da 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 da. But guess what? When they're angry at you, they're not probably saying those words no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's love is conditional. So you have to learn to not take whether somebody's praising you or whether they're putting you down. Learn to not really take what people say too serious. You got to believe what you believe because you are that person. You are the one that's in the driver's seat. You're the director of your movie. You could write something, you could take that out, you could edit it, you could, whatever it is you want to do. You get what you believe in life. So start bigging yourself up. Start telling yourself how great you are, how great of a person you are, and keep building yourself and boosting yourself. And the moment you keep doing that repetitively over and over, but you have to believe it. Like I said, that's why a lot of people's prayers don't get answered because your mind is saying one thing. I could say 100 affirmations a day. I'm great. I'm strong. I'm blessed. I'm rich. I'm successful. But guess what? After I finish saying those affirmations for 10 minutes, if I don't believe those things that I'm saying, nothing's going to happen. Now, repetitively, eventually, you might just get used to it. So if you do it 60 days straight, yes, repetition, eventually you might kind of convince yourself that, yo, what I'm saying is true because you're not lying. You are these things. But we're so used to looking and seeing, envisioning what we could see, taste, touch, smell, and hear. We're so used to using our five senses, social media world. And if your life is not the way you want it, sometimes those five senses is not always going to be working in your favor. So you have to implement tremendous faith in your life. Faith is going to get you where you want to go, get you to where you want to be, to attribute whatever it is you want to conquer and manifest in your life. Why not? What you really got to lose is a choice. I could choose to have faith or I could choose to have fear. And one thing excuse me, one thing I've learned is faith always conquers fear. You can't have two of them at the same time, social media world. So whenever you coming into that fear, and you're feeling negative, think about something you're grateful for. Apply some faith to it and use your imagination, use your will. Make the decision like, I am going to go here. I am rich. And this might not be true at this given moment. It might not be true, but I promise you, it will be, and it's gonna make you feel good. And the more you keep making yourself feel good, you're gonna attract good. It's all about belief, belief, your attitude, and your mentality. I might not be able to control physically a lot of things that's happening or what's being said to me, but guess what? I could choose how I want to deal with it. I could choose to stay positive, or I could choose to think the worst. But guess what? If I think the worst, guess what's happening? That's not serving me. That's not making me any better. That's not taking me to the next level. It's actually making me depressed. It's making me sad. Then I'm going to keep doing and thinking more things to make me more sad. And a lot of things, that's what I'm going to attract. I'm going to attract more of that in my life. If you don't like the way your life is going right now, social media world, you got to do things different. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. This is a fact. So just try my little routine when I'm telling you. Start having faith with your belief. Big yourself up. You are great. You are successful. You are blessed. Forget what everybody else is telling you. Block out those things. It's what you're telling yourself. Only you know what's going on in here and in here. And the moment you tie here with here, I promise you, that's where the magic happens. It took me a long time to figure that out. And I still kind of fall short from here to there because I'm a human being. And if you're not doing something repetitiously, repetitively, it's not going to stick that smooth. It's very easy to fall back into your old habits, into the things you've been doing for the last year, the last 2 years, the last 5 years, the last 10 years. But unless you like what was going on back then, last year, 5 years, 10 years, if you're satisfied and those were your best years, don't fix nothing. Keep doing that. But if you know you want to up it, you want to go to the next level, you feel like you're lacking in certain areas, then have faith. Have faith that the next year is going to be great. But I say take it day by day. Every day when you get up in the morning, write down all the things you're grateful for. Even if it's not in your possession yet, even if it's not there, and visualize, because it's going to be there. Like I said, you got to marry this and this. Your mind and your heart got to be in sync. Then the magic is going to happen. You're going to start manifesting a lot of things. And like I said, this could be positive things. If you're having positive thoughts and you believe in your heart those positive thoughts, great things is going to happen. If you're having negative thoughts and you believe in your heart those negative things are going to happen. It's just that simple, social media world. But it's easier said than done. It's not an easy task at all because we only know what we know. So now you're hearing it from me, a regular dude from Flatbush, Brooklyn. Let's get it. Sincere, J Red, Flatbush, Brooklyn. You already know. This don't apply to you, let it fly. But send it to somebody. Share it. Could help somebody. Somebody out there always needs to hear some certain things at the right time. I love you guys. Appreciate all the support from my peoples. Yo.